Is your house your retirement piggy bank or your financial prison? Stick around because we're about to bust some myths that could cost you six figures. Welcome to 50 Cents of Advice, where financial wisdom meets real life, one tip at a time. I'm your host, and today we're tackling the million-dollar question that's keeping baby boomers and Gen Xers up at night. Should you sell the family home to fund your golden years? By the end of this video, you'll know precisely when selling makes sense, when it's a costly mistake, and the surprising alternative that might let you have your cake and eat it too. But first, let me ask you something. Remember when your parents bought their house for what you'd pay for a decent used car today? Well, congratulations. If you're sitting on property you purchased decades ago, you're probably richer than you think. About 51% of retirees, aged 50 or older, downsize to cut costs, pursue a simpler lifestyle, or do so for logistical reasons. But here's where it gets interesting, and this might shock you if you're planning to downsize next year. The tax rules just changed in ways that could either save you a fortune or cost you dearly. More on that in a moment. The hidden dilemma. It's like Ward Cleaver of Leave It to Beaver fame coming home to a house that's now worth 20 times what he paid. Many of you are asset-rich but cash-poor. Your home equity could be sitting there like a vintage baseball card collection in the attic, valuable but not paying the bills. When selling makes perfect sense. Let's start with the good news. Selling your home can be brilliant if you check these boxes. The three Musketeers, should you sell? Test goes like this. First, you're downsizing to something significantly cheaper. Think about going from your 2,400 square foot suburban castle to a 1,200 square foot condo. You sell the old home for $400,000 and buy a new one for $250,000. Then, put the remaining $150,000 to work. Second, you're moving to a lower cost area. Remember the Jeffersons moving on up? Well, sometimes moving down in cost is moving up in lifestyle. Tennessee, for example, has a median tax bill of less than $1,400, at least $600 lower than the national average. Third, you're healthy and mobile. There's really no point in downsizing if you might need accessible features or proximity to healthcare in the future. Real talk example. Meet Bob and Linda. Okay, not their real names, but honestly every boomer knows a Bob and Linda. They sold their Long Island home for $850,000, a house they had bought back in 1985 for $89,000. They moved to North Carolina, bought a beautiful ranch for $275,000, and wow, banked over $500,000 after costs. That's Dallas money, folks, without any of the drama. But here's what Bob and Linda didn't know about taxes, and hey, this could totally apply to you. The tax trap nobody talks about. Here comes the plot twist, worthy of a dynasty cliffhanger. The capital gains home sale tax exclusion excludes up to a certain amount of your home's sale price. $500,000 for married couples and $250,000 for singles. Sounds generous, right? Wrong. Here's the kicker. The capital gains tax exclusion is not inflation adjusted, meaning more homeowners face the capital gains tax every year. If your home is appreciated beyond those limits, Uncle Sam wants his cut. And yeah, unlike the old days when you could roll gains into a new home purchase, those rules went out with shoulder pads. The Social Security surprise, capital gains can also affect taxes on your Social Security benefits. Up to 85% of your Social Security benefits can be taxed, depending on your income. That significant capital gain could push you into higher tax brackets faster than you can say Magnum PI. When selling is a terrible idea, now for the cautionary tales. Selling your home can backfire spectacularly if you're trading one problem for three. Downsizing can also unlock equity in your home if it has appreciated in value. To maximize the proceeds from selling your home in retirement, you really should work with a reputable real estate agent. But, a lot of folks underestimate the hidden costs. Remember, you're not just buying a house, you're buying a lifestyle. That cute condo might have homeowners association fees higher than your old property taxes. It's kind of like trading your reliable Buick for a sports car. It looks great until you see the insurance bill. The Goldilocks problem. Many homeowners' needs change, and downsizing in retirement is a common occurrence. A reverse mortgage may significantly reduce your after-tax sale proceeds when you eventually want to move again. Speaking of alternatives, there's one option that lets you stay put and access your equity, but it comes with more strings attached than a puppet show. The reverse mortgage reality check. Enter the reverse mortgage, which is essentially the financial equivalent of having your cake and eating it too, but with some significant fine print. Oh, and by the way, the money you get from a reverse mortgage isn't taxable because, well, the IRS considers it loan proceeds, not income. The good, the not so good, the ugly reverse mortgage pros and cons. The good, you stay in your home, get monthly payments or a lump sum, and no monthly mortgage payments. It's kind of like winning the Price is Right but staying in your own showcase. The not so good. The interest on a reverse mortgage isn't tax deductible until the loan is paid off. Since that's, unlikely to happen while you're living, you won't benefit from the deduction. The ugly? Reverse mortgages may be required to be paid off entirely if you leave your home for more than 12 months, including extended stays in nursing homes or with family. Think of it like this. Scott Hansen, co-founder of Hansen McLean Advisors in Sacramento, California, notes that many clients are hesitant to consider a reverse mortgage. I have some reservations as well, and honestly believe a reverse mortgage should be the last option. Here's a solution that's older than the courtship of Eddie's father but works like gangbusters. Strategic renting. Taking in a tenant offers numerous financial and social benefits to retirees. It enables older folks to remain in their family home and generate extra income, which is often crucial when living on a fixed pension. It lets older folks stay in their family home and generate some extra income, which is often super important when you're living on a fixed pension. Now, this isn't about turning into a landlord for total strangers. Think of it more like boarding house living, just without all the drama. This type of setup is actually more cost-effective than, for example, a reverse mortgage or a home equity loan. It comes with minimal legal costs, no sky-high interest charges, and best of all, it doesn't eat away at the value of your home. You know, you could rent out a basement apartment, a guest wing, or even just a room to a grad student. There are numerous flexible options available for retirees seeking to maximize their living space. However, before you make any decisions, let me share the one question that determines whether you should sell, consider a reverse mortgage, or stay put. Here's your decision tree. Simpler than choosing between channels when you only had 3. Sell if you want to move anyway, need a large lump sum now, and can find suitable housing for significantly less money. Reverse mortgage if you love your home, need steady income, have no plans to move, and aren't worried about inheritance. Stay put if your housing costs are manageable, you have other income sources, and your home fits your aging-in-place plans. The magic question. Can you see yourself in this house in 15 years? If so, consider exploring reverse mortgages or rental income. If not, selling might be your best bet. Now, I know this is a lot to process. It's like trying to program your VCR all over again. That's why I've created something special for you. I put together a free retirement housing decision kit that includes an interactive calculator, a decision flowchart, and a state-by-state tax guide. You can download it right now. The link is in the description below. Think of it as your retirement housing GPS, but without the annoying voice telling you to make a U-turn. Action steps. Here's your homework, and unlike high school, this actually matters. Before you do anything else, grab my free retirement housing decision kit. It's got everything we just discussed in spreadsheet form, plus calculators that'll do the math for you. No more napkin calculations or guessing games. The link is in the description and it takes about 30 seconds to download. Now for your action steps. First, have your home professionally appraised. Zillow estimates are like weather forecasts. Useful but not gospel, you know? Second, calculate your all-in housing costs. Be sure to include maintenance, insurance, taxes, and utilities in your budget. Many retirees spend 40% of their income on housing when in reality 25% is ideal. Third, model the scenarios. What would selling net you after taxes and moving costs? What could a reverse mortgage provide? And hey, what would renting part of your home generate? The free kit does this for you. And fourth, consult professionals such as a tax advisor, a real estate agent, and a financial planner. It's kind of like assembling the A-team but for your retirement. If this video helped you see your home equity in a new light, smash that like button, like you're changing channels with the old remote. And seriously, don't forget to grab that free retirement housing decision kit. It's the companion piece to this video, complete with all the calculators and worksheets you need. The link is right there in the description. Now, what's your housing plan for retirement? Are you team sell and sail away? Or stay put and profit? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and hey, your question might become next week's video. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. We're building a community of smart retirees who refuse to let their golden years turn into financial fool's gold. This is 50 Cents of Advice, where financial wisdom meets real life, one tip at a time. Until next week, remember, your home should work for you, not the other way around. Now, go make some smart